I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, cause it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, hello, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. We got Virginia back today from Mardi Gras.
Yay, and I'm in one piece.
You said you went hard on Sunday?
Went hard on Sunday, and probably should have just stuck to beer, but no, I thought it'd be a great idea to order a martini with a steak.
You said a double.
Double martini.
Of course, yeah.
Did you stop there?
Yeah. After that, we walk out of the restaurant, and it's a little fuzzy, and we see Shaq, and then pretty soon after that, we go back home. But it was just we couldn't get an Uber. It was a big pain in the butt. It was a whole thing, and we had to take a taxi cab, and I was pissed off.
But it didn't sound like it sounds like you didn't rage.
Yeah, no, it wasn't rage. It was all pretty calm and peaceful, except for that one night when I lost my phone. But that was the night that I had the double martini.
Where does this rank compared to other years? You've been doing this your entire life.
I loved it. It wasn't as crazy and out of pocket as some years have been, but I think, having Panda there was awesome, but having Magnolia not there was weird.
And then you got Rocco there as well, so you don't want to go so full gorilla.
Yeah, no. We do a lot of family stuff. I had a bunch of girlfriends that came, and they raged. I mean, they went nuts. But
they did, okay.
It was 10 of them in an Airbnb, and they went off, and they, were acting wild. I only met up with them on Monday and ran the streets with them for a little while on Monday. But, Panda wasn't drinking. Rocco obviously wasn't drinking. And so I can't be a total maniac.
Okay. Well, at least you're back safe.
Yeah.
Yes. I got a new phone. Yay.
We like it when everyone's back.
What happened with you losing the phone?
So it was the same night as the double martinis.
I called it. I said, Kev, she got drunk tonight. She finally started drinking.
Yeah.
So Panda says he saw me go into a porta potty, and he thinks I left it in the porta potty.
Oh, you probably did.
Uh-huh.
He thinks I probably put it down in the porta potty and then came out without it, and then just,
Yeah.
It happens.
It does. That's what happens. Yeah, it's hard to keep everything together when you have some cocktails.
It
so
is.
We went back the next morning to go look and see if it was still in the porta potty. And boy, that is something I don't recommend you do. Going back to the porta potty in the light of day that you visited the night before, looking for your phone.
And something tells me people just poop differently on Bourbon Street.
Oh, and it was so gnarly.
Yeah,
these porta potties were gross.
It's a different type of bathroom situation out there in New Orleans during that time.
Yeah, working through those po' boys and crawfish.
I did eat a lot of crawfish and po' boys and shrimps.
Okay.
And oysters. That was the most fun, I think.
Yeah, that is the thing about New Orleans. I mean, the drinking and all that stuff can be a lot of fun, but if you're a non-drinker, it's still an amazing city because of the food.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's a good time. Well, good to have everything back. And then the cool thing, too, you only have 2 days.
Woohoo!
You're halfway done with that. You just got one more day and you get a weekend.
You timed that one out real convenient like Sinicki.
One of these years, you two chuckleheads need to come with me.
I'd actually love to go and have a fun time.
Yeah, I think it'd be ideal to do the show from there, and we're getting some more of the technological stuff that I think will make that possible. And so as time goes on and we get better tech and tech becomes easier and more affordable, then I'd like to do it and do it right. I think that'd be awesome to be able to offer up a show.
That would be fun. I think people would come and they would. I know people would come and visit. I mean,
they came when it was just me. People come to the Three-Legged Dog on Monday for the Mardi Gras party, and it was going off. We were having fun. Everybody was dancing around. We were doing shots. It was fun.
It's always cool to see a KVJ Nation or outside of the area.
It is. And then they were like talking to each other and bonding, you know? And now you're in this strange town that you don't know anybody, and now you know, 10, 12 other people that are there for the same reason.
That is, we're very fortunate and blessed on that level. And I don't know, I really don't know much about radio and the radio culture, and you probably could answer this best, Kev. Do a lot of radio shows have people, like the people that listen, do they become friends typically? Because we know of a lot of people that listen to our show that have become deep, close, very, very
friends. We've had marriages.
Yeah,
We've had roommates.
Is that something that always happens when it comes to listening to a radio show?
I think it depends. I think it's more typical in smaller towns like what we're in. My buddies who are in big cities, I don't think they don't have that kind of connection with their audience. They just got too many people. And so to a point, I think we're blessed that we've got the size of audience that we do, that we have that potential to go out and do that. But yeah, my guys in the bigger markets don't so much. I don't think they really interact with the listeners the way we do.
So would you say for bigger markets, you could argue sometimes it's less passionate with the people who listen? I'm not saying they don't have volume and popularity, but the passion.
I think you just don't have the opportunity. There's just too much and too many. Look at us right now trying to get through our messages that we do.
Sure.
And then imagine if you're broadcasting to a city of 5 million or something like that. And, maybe you're syndicated on top of it to a whole bunch of other cities. And so you potentially have an audience, in the millions. Then they don't have that opportunity. And so, yeah, I think some of them, when I talk to those guys in those markets, I think sometimes they're like, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have that kind of thing. And then sometimes they're like, yeah, but it's a lot of work. So I'm glad to just do my thing. I just worry about entertaining, and then I get the hell out of there.
I just feel like ours is special. I feel like people really become like lifelong friends.
It's good.
I've seen it.
Yeah. I love this. Honestly, if I had to have it one way or the other, I would rather have it this way. I know it sounds like the easy cop out and the way out, but to me, I like connecting. That's why I love what we do. It's more personal, and it feels like you're doing more. It's not just a job when you do what we do. You feel like you're actually adding to somebody's life. You have an opportunity to really help people, and so I prefer having this style of show rather than if we were in Los Angeles or New York City and we're syndicated into 50 markets.
It's not as connected.
Right. Yeah. It's just a different style. Then you're just doing your show, but you don't have, and somebody will come up and be like, hey, I love your show. Be like, yeah, thanks. And I take photos with them, but they're probably not going to know a lot of them by name, and they're not going to have them meet up with them. They'll do road shows, and if they're syndicated, they'll do shows in other cities, and they'll come out to that.
I've noticed some I wouldn't say the most popular podcasts, but people who have podcasts, they're doing those type of road shows and connecting with the people who listen, and I think that's a smart move to do.
Yeah, but the larger audience, it's harder to get that personal with as many people, and that's just a matter of capacity and time.
Sure.
So, but they try, and I think more even of some of the bigger shows are, to your point, Jaybird, trying to do that. They're seeing podcasts that are traveling and doing well with that. And, they may do a meet and greet that, people could pay for. And so I think some of them are doing that. But yeah, I love how we do ours. So it's fun. It's a good way to be. Talking about great food, I still have to go and get me one of these Sarusi subs. They send the photos, and they look just absolutely amazing. I mean, look at that thing right there. Just the cheese dripping down the sides, a huge old stack of meat, and you got all kinds of meats on that. I always hear about the Sarusis, and I've not been there. There's one on Southwest 8th Street in Miami. It was on Man vs. Food, and I do hear about that a lot. And that's probably about the only big-named sub in South Florida I haven't had yet. I would have a cheat day and go crazy on that.
I've never had that either. The bread, it looks wet. It looks nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping to do a Miami weekend here soon. It's kind of in the cards, so maybe in the next month or two we'll go and spend the weekend down there in Brickell and kind of check it out. Because I haven't really bar hopped in Brickell for a long time. It's probably been about 5-10 years since I've done that. Now, we got a comment from Laura because we were talking about with mold, touching cheese, bread, all that kind of stuff. When do you throw it away? And Laura said it's okay to cut off the mold on your cheese and eat it. It's not okay to rip off the mold on your bread and eat it. The whole loaf has to go in the garbage, and it's not okay to eat moldy fruit.
Okay, so we got differences because didn't you say your mom used to cut the mold off of cheese and still eat it?
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Kev had a very heated mold debate yesterday.
You guys are really talking about the exciting stuff when I'm gone.
You have
Yeah.
no idea how spicy it got.
We got huge numbers in Century Village. Jaber was talking about his new birdhouse that he has.
We brought the fucking heat, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was getting lots of messages that you did, in fact, bring the heat by bringing that new girlfriend out to the rib roundup.
Honey face.
Honey Face was spotted. I was getting pictures. People were so happy to meet her.
You're getting pictures.
Yeah.
People are taking secret pictures.
People took secret pictures and were sending them to me.
Ah. Who the fuck was doing that? Yeah, obviously somebody in your circle was doing that.
I can't tell.
I can figure it out pretty quick.
And we had a debate, too. What do you think with s'mores, Virginia? Overrated, underrated?
I think s'mores are overrated.
That's kind of where we got with that as well. And that's what somebody was calling out, saying that s'mores suck.
I think s'mores.
Fight me.
They're overrated. Now, my alter ego, S'moro, he fucking loves them. You know that. He's also very sexual.
If I'm going to do the s'mores, just don't give me too much marshmallow because the marshmallow can be a little overpowering and it makes it real messy.
It's one of them. It's really kind of like it's like the oyster of snacks. It's kind of like shucking an oyster. You have to do a lot of things for so little, and it can't be messy. And also, too, it depends on the graham cracker. It depends on the marshmallow, what chocolate you're using.
I saw somebody using, instead of Hershey bars, they were using Reese's cups.
Now we're talking about elevating a s'more and making it kind of like a s'more whore.
And then what they were doing is they were like smashing it between 2 graham crackers. So it was kind of like a sandwich with peanut butter in the middle. Oh,
You ready for a snake mind bomb?
ready.
Or a snack mind bomb?
Am I going to get bit by a snake? What's about to
Are
happen?
you ready for a snack mind bomb?
No, I want the snake mind bomb I was promised.
Yeah.
Add a potato chip in there. You got the crunch.
Oh. I ate my weight in Zaps this weekend because on the parade route, it's so easy to eat those Zaps chips.
Oh my gosh.
Zaps makes a new one called the Big Cheesy.
Oh, that's a clever name.
It's a brand
Clever
new
name for New Orleans.
Oh, the Big Cheesy had me hype.
I'm noticing a lot of new chips that are out there. There's a doodle that's a pizza cheese doodle.
Okay.
That seems
Was it
like-
good?
I haven't done a review yet. I kind of want to wait till I get 300 views on a food video.
Yeah, the crazy thing about s'mores, it is a very polarizing topic. And I didn't get back to the poll I put up the other day, but I remember it's about 50-50. And I just asked now about s'mores being overrated. 53% said yes.
I think if you take the peanut butter like Virginia was saying, I say you do that.
You could even make it better if you use Nutella
Oh!
instead of regular chocolate. Like you can elevate that bitch.
And believe it or not, they even have these crackers you can use that is already covered in chocolate. So now you got chocolate on chocolate crime.
Yeah. And I remember, just when it came to the graham cracker, because sometimes that was weak unless you got the ones that were covered with the sugar. Remember how they had the sugar on the...
Sugar cookie?
Yeah, sugar coated graham cracker is what it was.
And you got to be careful with the graham crackers because they get boll weevils a lot if you're not careful. You're all of a sudden eating a graham cracker and there's 11 boll weevils on your fingers.
Huh. I had not had that.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
You've had
When they get expired, yeah, some things will grow those boll weevils.
You had like in Lake Park we had boll weevils.
I was a fat kid. My food never sat around that long. Food didn't age in my house growing up.
You never had a boll weevil in your
Everything
life?
was very fresh. Katie said, please try the Publix Bakery's s'more cookies. They are so good. Soft, chewy, delicious. You will love them.
I will. I
Okay.
will. The other ones I had the other day that I haven't had in so long, and I got the generic kind, and the name escapes me. It's the one where it's like a graham cracker on the bottom. It's got the marshmallow and then the chocolate on top. A Marma. It's got a special name for it. Marshmallow, covered in chocolate with a crunchy cookie on the bottom.
Is the chat room helping you? Because I can't help you.
I can't read.
Malamars.
Malamar.
Malamars.
Yes.
Yes. I had a whole bag of Malamars, and I was happier than a pig in poop.
They are amazing.
They're amazing.
Yeah, I do
Weird
love a
name,
Malamar.
Yummy Cookie.
And I would say the generic ones are even better because I think they got extra sugar. Yeah, and I know you're not doing it for heart health.
And another thing that is still out there, just got this from Lakeland Ashley. She was doing some shopping there, and she said, boy, we got us a lots of Tang here.
Oh, I love Tang.
Do we have Tang here? In fact, it looks more modernized. It just looks like a powdery drink.
Does my boy want to do Tang Friday? Because I can make that happen.
Orange pineapple. Talking about me? Oh, that's got to have a ton of sugar in it, dog.
Well, I just meant that I could drink it on the show and you could look at me.
Oh, yeah, we could do that. I'd love that. I'd like to see the thrill in your eyes, that sugar rush as it hits your pupils. Yeah, she said, I just wanted you to know that the Fancy Fruit Grocery in Lakeland is still stocking a strong Tang game.
Okay.
I have no idea about the other flavors.
I don't want to speak for y'all, but I thought we were Tang people.
Do they
Orange
have
pineapple.
poon flavored?
Oh, I mean,
That's right next to it. Put them together, Virginia.
no one's ever said that joke to me.
You're grinning.
We drank a lot of Tang in Lake Park.
I bet you
And
did.
talked a lot about poon.
Today's National Oreo Day.
Yes.
How are you on Oreos? Does that charge you up?
To be quite honest with you, yeah, they do. I never used to like Oreo. I felt like they made great adjustments in their flavors, and they mix it up, man. They're always coming out with new flavors, and a lot of them are delicious.
The lemon one is really nice.
Oh, the lemon one will turn me into just such a fat fuck. I will just not. I can't stop. Won't stop. I will eat the entire thing of the lemon Oreos.
Rocco loves the birthday cake one.
I get it.
And I don't love it so much. Panda doesn't love it at all. Panda gets so mad because he's a purist.
There's a peanut butter one. I think there's a Post Malone one I had that was good.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that.
I'm almost certain I had the Post Malone Oreo, and I believe I enjoyed it. I mean, I like them all, honestly. Yeah. So to answer your question, shit, yeah, Kevin, I like Oreo.
I was looking at Delish. They gave a review of them, and about the birthday cake Oreo, they said, nope, this tastes like a birthday cake vomiting.
I agree. I don't like the birthday cake one. Rocco loves it.
Birthday cake's my least favorite one out of all the Oreos, that's...
Kids like it because it's got sparkles or sprinkles or whatever the fuck you got in there.
And the name birthday in it as well. Oh, birthday cake. I love it. I need it.
They love sprinkles. I just don't get it.
Now, I think there are two different kinds of people in this world. People who like the original Oreos and people who like double stuff. I'm a double stuff guy. Bird?
Don't even ask me that question. I think you know the answer.
I'm looking here on the Ranker site where humans go in and they upvote, they downvote stuff. I like this site because it's, actual humans going in here and approving, disapproving of stuff. And they've got the original Oreo over the double stuff.
Get the shit out of here.
And that's just where humans don't have it right yet.
Well, I mean, yeah, I loved the single Oreo when I was 4.
Right.
And even then I go, where's the cream?
Have you seen the almost diet ones they do where everything's super thin?
Yeah.
The fins.
All I ended up doing is eating 5 bags of them.
No.
It's unreal. I'm like, what are we doing? We're going the wrong direction.
They've got the soft Oreos too, and a fat Kevin would probably like them. The ones that are moist of a deviled cake.
I think I've seen that. Yeah. They've got the originals up there. The cookies and cream Oreo, the golden Oreo. Yes, I agree with that. And here we go again. The s'mores Oreo. They got it number 5.
I think they had a red velvet. I wasn't crazy about the red velvet.
Okay, we'll see where that falls on their list. Cool Mint Cream Oreo at 6.
Never had it.
Ugh.
That's another polarizing 50-50. Half the world loves mint, and the other half, I don't think does. I know you guys don't.
We do not care for mint and chocolate together.
Or is that just a hill I was dying on for so long as a youngster? and I just was so blinded by my hatred towards it. Do I need to go back and try it? The mint and chocolate?
Every now and then, it's not a bad idea.
Have I changed?
What's the worst that could happen?
You're right. Oh, well, I can tell you a very annoying, long-winded rant tomorrow.
Okay. That's the worst. I mean, if that's all we got to deal with, I can turn your mic off.
Oh.
Cookie dough Oreo at number 7. Mega stuff Oreo. What the hell's the mega stuff?
When the double stuff's not enough.
Wow. We were wondering why obesity is the number one killer in America.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Good Lord. When's enough enough? Brownie batter Oreo at number 9, and then the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Oreo at number 10.
I like that one.
Okay, and then the birthday cake Oreo, they got at 12, so that seems like that's a polarizing one as well. And your red velvet's in at 13.
Yeah, that one's a pretty shitty one, too. That one could taste a bit chemically.
Uh-huh. Peanut butter Oreo at 16. That sounds like that'd be good.
I like it.
Okay. Sometimes, though, it sounds good and they screw it up in execution, though.
I liked it, but unless there's another peanut butter Oreo that we're not talking about. Because I just got some peanut butter Oreos, and I was I had my way with them.
You did?
Yeah.
You had your way with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I didn't fuck the Oreos. I meant that I had my way of, I
got down.
I got down.
And one other quick food announcement that I saw. Denny's was talking about the Ice Pops. This is, I guess, maybe in the same family. Icy. Are you a fan of the Icy? I think that's the drink, right? Wouldn't you typically get that? I remember it was always at like a service merchandise or something like that. You would get Icies. Maybe a Target today might have it, or a Walmart.
We called it the low-budget Slurpee.
The Icy.
Yes. We thought 7-Eleven was king in our house.
Where do you get an Icy these days?
Like you're saying, you can get them I've seen them at your department stores.
Yeah.
Every now and then you can see them at a gas station.
A lot of gas stations do
They
have
have the
them.
Icies?
Yeah.
But they also have different versions of it. Remember Chili Willy?
I know the name, but I
Yeah.
don't think I
Chili
ever saw that.
Chili Willy was one, and then you also had the Slush Puppy.
Slush Puppy, yeah. Chili Willy is different than your Slush Puppy, and your Slush Puppy is
It's different than your Slurpee.
But it's kind of the same, though.
Oh, is it?
Are they all the same, or
No.
can you rank them out clearly based on how good they are?
Chili Willy was more like that fine crushed ice, you know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
it was almost like glass you were eating.
Yeah.
And it was more about like a snowball-y kind of a drink.
So is the snow cone in the same family indirectly?
It was more of a drink form.
Okay.
And then I thought, what did you say?
The Slush Puppy.
I thought Slush Puppy was sort of like a Slurpee, but I could be wrong. That might be a Chili Willy.
We have Kona Ice here in Florida. That's what you see at all the festivals, Kona Ice.
Yeah, my son loves those. They're smart. They put them in the right places.
Yeah,
Everybody's son loves them.
You
Yeah.
can rent them for parties, too.
You can.
I wonder what that costs.
It's only a few $100, but they only come for like an hour.
That's all you need.
I agree.
But would they do 2 hours if you asked?
Sure.
Okay, maybe 2 hours might be the better time. Come on, kids love ice.
They'll also let you add rum or vodka if you ask.
Oh,
Okay.
The kids will be turned.
Yeah. If you love the Icies, there is a new Peeps flavored Icy
Ooh,
popping up at select convenience stores.
That sounds delicious.
Peeps flavored Icies.
I will tell you this. Peeps made a milk, and it is good. It is so yummy. It's only like a little half gallon of it. It doesn't come in a big giant thing, but it's like a sweet milk. I was putting it in my coffee, and it tasted nice.
Can we get it here in Florida?
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Ooh, I'll try some.
It's actually super creamy and delicious
sounds
and
ki-
sweet.
It sounds kind of hard to get. You probably can't get any for tomorrow. Yeah, I get it. If you can't.
I'll bring you some.
Yeah, and Angie says, yeah, I love Peeps, but no on the Peeps flavored Icy, and that might be a whole different thing.
Yeah, those don't go together. It's too cold for me.
Peeps milk, I'm telling you, Hundo P is delish.
Dan, are you trying to tell me a Peeps milk / ice cream shake would be through the roof?
Ooh, that would be amazing.
You probably don't even have a blender though. That would be hard to make.
71% of people do not like Peeps.
I do. I fucking hate them.
I don't eat them when they're just peeping, but I'm telling you, the Peeps milk was delicious.
No, I get it.
Maybe they're better in stuff.
There's certain things I don't like it one way, but if you prepare it differently, I'm into it.
Okay. Got a question here via text. Is KVJ going to have a March Madness this year, and what will the topic be?
Last year we did, I think we did this, was it the saddest things on the planet? It was something fucked up. It was the worst things. Remember?
I think we've done about 3 or 4 of them now, right?
It was
I know we did the best things ever, right? Best things in life. Did we do the worst things?
Yeah, we did.
It was murder versus, I think, cancer in the final.
That's right.
And people were so mad at us.
Yeah. Yeah, because we'd done the best. We did the worst. Well, I know we done snacks, right?
We did.
Snacks, candy.
Snacks, happy things.
Yeah, maybe we'll keep it a little bit happier.
I do remember that. That's right.
When you got murder and cancer in the final 4.
Yeah, what is the worst thing ever?
The fuck we thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the whole thing about topics. Yeah, once you've gotten down to murder and cancer, if you kind of run out of topics.
Well,
If
then
you guys have any suggestions on what would be a good poll.
People that, what about nuclear war?
Yeah, you're right.
When we were doing all that.
There's a lot of things to debate in that. So, yeah, start throwing around some ideas because right now I'm not really sure where to go with it.
Yeah, what would be a fun topic where everyone would be like, yeah, this is fun?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we've done best pizza. You would be getting into mom and pops, and the problem with that, it's so regional that you would have the main ones. You'd almost have to have something that would be like a Blaze and Papa John's and all that, and that's the tough thing.
I think that's not universal enough because of your point you just said.
You couldn't get into the mom and pops because if you had one that you're like, oh, that's great. I'm in West Palm and that's a Miami place, so people probably that wouldn't work.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, if you got any suggestions, go on ahead and send it our way. Mail at KVJShow.com.
Anything will be better than last year.
Anything will be better than having murder and cancer duke it out in the finals.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a great debate.
I mean, I had some laughs with it, but
If you're sick and twisted, you found it funny.
it's not all about me, Bird.
That's right. It's kind of what you get. Got an email here from Bonita. Said, I am very behind on my podcast. I'm just listening to the Suits one last week when he left the show.
Oh, wow. You are back there.
But it gave me an epiphany if you're a fan of My Little Pony, Bird.
My Little Pony, so sad and lonely.
We know, those aren't the words.
The KVJ show is My Little Pony. Friendship is magic. Kevin is Twilight Sparkle. They both have lists and have to go by the book. Virginia is Rarity, wanting to be fancy and dramatic. Jaybird is Pinkie Pie, goofy and about the treats.
Pinkie Pie Pennington.
I don't hate that at all.
Pinkie Pie.
In fact, you call me Pinkie Pie all week long.
Pinkie Pie and Honeyface.
Oh my gosh.
What a couple, huh?
They actually get down in the bedroom.
Pinkie Pie, Honeyface.
Denny's is Applejack, even keel and level-headed.
Aw.
Suits is Fluttershy, a little awkward but learning to fit in the group.
Aw.
And this leaves us with Rainbow Dash. Follow me on this one. Rainbow Dash is KVJ Nation. Both are loud, boastful, and energetic. Thanks for years of entertainment and for the many more to come. And even though it's late, I wish Suits good luck and success. I will miss him as part of the show when I finally catch up at that point.
I thoroughly love that email.
That was so sweet. And we do keep up with Suits. We message him all the time, and he's doing great, and he's driving the train.
Yeah, and I think for the first time he's going to start getting some decent weather because didn't he go when it was cold?
He did.
Yeah, so he has not had nice weather yet in Philly. Man, I got to tell you, when you live up north, and neither one of you have, I don't think, but Virginia did in New York a bit. But yeah, it's such a different, man, when summer comes, it just, well, I mean, think about how we love our weather. Imagine if you didn't have that 9 months out of the year.
You're right. It's a celebration, baby.
Yeah.
When you finally do get it, you're like, yes.
It's the best thing ever. So,
Side note, too, what I love about that email, and it kind of highlights, too, back in the day, they really did a great job of character development with all of those kind of characters. They all had the personality.
and they're kind of relatable. You would have one that you could relate to.
I love how they do that. Do they still do that shit, or is it just kind of like, fuck it.
They do.
They do?
They do, Pinkie Pie.
I'm not going to lie. I like Pinkie Pie a lot. Don't forget that.
It does work.
Pinkie Pie and Honey Face.
That's right. It does work. Well, appreciate all your emails. Keep sending them, baby. Mail at KVJShow.com. We are right here at the weekend. One show to go. We'll see you back here for it tomorrow. Goodbye.